You know, Jim, I've always been amazed at the standard to which we sometimes hold our pop stars, our musicians, our artists, sometimes more to a standard. We try to hold them more accountable than we hold our politicians and our community leaders. And so, when Rihanna was announced as a halftime act at the Super Bowl recently, and you see a headline this from Karen Phillips, NFL is worse than it was when she originally said no. And it's almost like, now we're calling Rihanna out. Well, you said no a few years ago because of Colin Kaepernick. Well, Kaepernick's not there. Why are you saying yes now when you said no then? So your no must be permanent. And, you know, look, Jim, there are a couple things. I think the no that she said at the time was effective, and she made her statement. She made her statement. It's not a statement I was trying to hold her to for the rest of her life, for the rest of her career. And the other thought I have is, with all respect to Rihanna, sometimes you got to find love in what seems like a hopeless place. Ooh. Look, shout out, Rihanna. We all went back. It wasn't just Rihanna. Some of us who said we were gone for good, some of us who were gone because of Kaepernick, some of us went back to the NFL. We didn't boycott forever. We didn't just take our eyes elsewhere and ignore the NFL, even though some of us said we were, some of us said we were done, some of us said we were fed up. So we're holding her to a standard that we didn't even hold ourselves to.
Well,
come on,
let
Rihanna.
me say this.
Come on back.
Mike,
I ain't hating on you. Come on back.
No, but I think it's very important to read her quote to provide true context about why this is an issue. So after turning down an opportunity to do the Super Bowl halftime show, she told Vogue magazine this when asked about it. She said, "I couldn't dare do that. For what? Who gains from that? Not my people. I just couldn't be a sellout. I couldn't be an enabler."
What year?
This was after the 2019. This is after the 2019 when she turned it down, right? So she went on to say, things within that organization that I don't agree with at all, or there are things within that organization that I don't agree with at all, and I was not about to go and be of service to them in any way. So here is my question for Rihanna. That is all fine, and we are all allowed to change our minds. I have no problem with that. And if she wants to do it, that's fine. What I want to know from her is, what has changed? What progress has been made other than Jay-Z and Rock Nation aligning with the NFL after you turned down an opportunity to do the Super Bowl halftime show? And we know that you are affiliated with Rock Nation. What has changed?
There's one.
Okay.
Right there.
Colin Kaepernick still doesn't have a job. In terms of race and hiring, the NFL, in terms of minority head coaches, we see where they're at in that situation, where at the start of last offseason, there was only one. And there are now 3 black head coaches in the NFL. Again, as I brought up to Roger Goodell at the Super Bowl press conference, in the media group where I work, where we cover a league whose player population is 60 to 70% black, we don't have one full-time black employee on the news desk, okay? So from a newsroom standpoint, that's important. So my question to her would be, what has changed? What progress have you seen that would lead you to make this decision?
All right, but whose story is that, though? All right, you said there's not a single black employee on the news desk. Who's that on? Is that on Roger Goodell?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Journalistically?
He oversees the NFL media group, right?
All right.
Ultimately, when we do the chain of command, he is at the very top.
Yeah. Okay, so he's hiring the person. He's hiring everybody we see on NFL Network, NFL Media, Roger, because I don't know. You know better than I do. Because you might be right.
But Michael, what I'm saying to you, just like with a football team, whatever happens on a football team, ultimately the owner is responsible for. And so it is no different when you have a media group that is owned by the NFL and the NFL owners. The person at the top is ultimately responsible for what takes place, even at the bottom.
Okay, well, I think we should, Rihanna, my point is, Rihanna is not the only person who should have to ask questions or answer questions. Everybody should have to answer, a lot more people have to answer questions. Let's not just focus on her. We got a lot more to talk about on this. We'll talk tomorrow. Hey, thanks for watching Brother from Another on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe before you leave, and be sure to watch us 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. Appreciate you.